Welcome back to Slow Night Sleepy Stories. Last night, we met the brilliant artistic soul of King Heungdeok, who dreamed of a Buddha land. Tonight, we invite you to the era of King Heungdeok, to hear a deep and poignant love story hidden behind the splendid crown. Even birds grieve when they lose their mate. How can I seek a new partner? A king who spent his life alone, unable to forget his queen who had passed away. And the legend of the parrot, who died of sorrow after realizing the reflection in the mirror was not its mate, but its own lonely shadow. Volume 10 of the Samguk Sagi, which we will read tonight, is not just a record of power and politics, but a record of unforgettable love that even death could not separate. The feeling of longing makes the night deeper and quieter. May the king's solitude and enduring love, as he sat alone under the moonlight 1,000 years ago, bring warm comfort to your heart tonight. To help you fall into a deep sleep, the screen will slowly dim and fade away, as if you are closing your eyes. Now, let go of your heavy thoughts, and let us enter into this story of true love that transcends time. King Heungdeok ascended the throne. His name was Cheongmyeong, and he was the crown prince of King Sosong. His mother was Lady Gaewa of the Kim clan. At the time of his accession, he was 13 years old, so the Achan and Minister of War Aonsung acted as regent. Initially, when King Wonsong died, Emperor Dezong of Tang sent Wei Dan, the vice director of the Bureau of Honors and vice censor-in-chief, holding a tally to offer condolences and comfort. He also invested King Junong, King Soseong, as commander unequaled in honor, acting grand marshal, and king of Silla. When Wei Dan reached Yunzhou, he heard that the king had died, so he returned. In autumn, the 7th month, the king changed his name to Zhonghui. In the 8th month, Yang Yol, a former student who had served as a guard in Tang, was granted the title of Duhil Sosu. Previously, when Dezong fled to Fengtian, Yang Yol followed him in the crisis and earned merit, for which the emperor granted him the title of Right Grand Master of Admonishment before he returned. Thus the king promoted and employed him. Year 2, 801. Year 2, spring, 2nd month, the king visited the temple of the progenitor. He separately established 2 temples for Great King Taejong and Great King Munmu. He established 5 temples consisting of the Great King progenitor, the king's great-great-grandfather, Great King Heungdeok, great-grandfather Great King Wonsong, grandfather Great King Haechong, and father Great King Soseong. He appointed the Minister of War Aonsung as the private minister of the Oryong Song, Royal Dragon Palace, and not long after he became Sangdaedong. A great amnesty was granted. Summer, 5th month, on the first day, Imsul, the sun was supposed to be eclipsed but was not. Autumn, 9th month, Mars entered the moon and stars fell like rain. Mujinju presented a red crow, and Uduju presented a white pheasant. Winter, 10th month, it was very cold, and the pines and bamboo all died. The state of Tamna sent an envoy to offer tribute. Year 3, spring, 1st month, the king personally offered sacrifices at the divine palace. Summer, 4th month, the king took the daughter of Achan Kim Bu I as a consort, and she entered the rear palace. Autumn, 7th month, an earthquake occurred. 8th month, Hainsa Temple was founded on Mount Gaia. Sapriangju presented a red crow. Winter, 12th month, Daeacheng Gyunjong was granted the title of fake prince, intending to send him as a hostage to the Wa, Japan, but Gyunjong declined it. Year 4, 803. In summer, the 4th month, the king prayed for blessings while viewing the barley in the southern suburbs. In autumn, the 7th month, envoys were exchanged with Japan, pay courtesies and establish friendship. In winter, the 10th month, an earthquake occurred. Year 584. In spring, the 1st month, Ichen Susong was made Sejong prime minister. In summer, the 5th month, Japan sent an envoy and presented 300 taels of gold. In autumn, the 7th month, a grand military review was held by the Alkion stream. Sapriangju presented a white magpie. Imhaejeon Hall was renovated, and Mansubong was newly built in the Eastern Palace. In Nansan Prefecture of Uduju, an overturned stone stood up. The water at Bupo in Sodai Prefecture of Ungcheonju turned into blood. In the 9th month, the 2 pagodas at Mangdeok Sa Temple fought each other. Year 6. Year 6, spring, first month, the king invested his mother Lady Kim as Grand Queen Dowager. His consort Lady Park was invested as queen. In this year, Emperor Daezong of Tang passed away. Shunzong sent Yuan Jifang, vice director of the Ministry of War and censor-in-chief, to announce the mourning. He also invested the king as commander unequaled in honor, acting grand marshal, commissioner with special warrant, grand governor general of Gerim Prefecture, prefect of Gerim Prefecture, commissioner of the Yonghae Army, supreme pillar of state, and king of Silla. His mother Lady Suk was made Grand Queen Dowager. The king's maternal grandfather was Sukmyong, a 13th generation descendant of King Namul. Stating the mother's surname as Lady Suk because of the father's name Sukmyong is an error. The mother's surname was Kim. His wife Lady Park was made queen consort. Autumn, 8th month, over 20 articles of official rules were promulgated. Winter, 11th month, an earthquake occurred. Year 7, 806. Year 7, spring, 3rd month, an envoy from Japan arrived and was received at Cheonghaejin Hall. An edict was issued. The construction of new Buddhist temples is forbidden. Only repairs are permitted. Also, using embroidered silk for Buddhist rituals and gold or silver for utensils is forbidden. The relevant offices were ordered to proclaim and enforce this widely. Emperor Xianzong of Tang released the hostage prince Kim Heungdeok to return to his country, adding the title of trial director of the palace library. Autumn, 8th month, an envoy was sent to Tang to pay tribute. Year 8, spring, 1st month, Ichan Kim Yeonchang, also known as Jung, was made Sejong. 2nd month, the king sat at Sungyejeon Hall to watch a musical performance. Autumn, 8th month, heavy snow fell. Year 9, spring, 2nd month, an envoy from Japan arrived, and the king treated him with generous rights. Kim Ryok-gi was sent to Tang to pay tribute. Kim Ryok-gi submitted a petition saying, "In the 16th year of Zhenyuan, a decree invested my late lord Kim Junong as king of Silla, his mother Lady Sin as Grand Queen Dowager, and his wife Lady Suk as queen consort." The investiture envoy Wei Dan heard of the king's death mid-journey and returned. The investiture documents are at the secretariat. Now that I am returning to my country, I humbly request that they be given to me to take back. An imperial order stated, "The investiture documents for Kim Junong and others shall be received by the Court of State Ceremonials from the Secretariat, and upon reaching the court be proclaimed and given to Kim Ryok-gi to take back to his country." The king's uncle Aeonsung and his younger brother Chung Gong were also granted ceremonial halberds, and the home country was ordered to provide them according to precedent. Note, Lady Sin was the daughter of Kim Sin Sol. Taking Sin as a surname because the character Sin rhymes with sin, God, is an error. Envoys were sent to the 12 provinces to define the boundaries of various commanderies and prefectures. Autumn, 7th month, on the first day, Sinsa, there was a solar eclipse. Year 10, 9. Year 10, spring, 1st month, the moon encroached on the Hyades. Summer, 6th month, the salt storeho, use at Seohyung Mountain Fortress, cried, sounding like a cow. A toad at Byoksa Temple ate a snake. Autumn, 7th month, Daechan Kim Yuk-jin was sent to Tang to express gratitude and present local products. There was a great drought. The king's uncle Eonsong and his younger brother Ichan Jeong led troops into the palace, staged a rebellion, and assassinated the king. The king's younger brother Chemyong, who was guarding the king, was also killed. The king was given the posthumous name Ajang. King Heungdeok, King Heungdeok, King Heungdeok, King Huigang, King Huigang, King Minei, King Sinmu, King Sinmu.